Okay. Prince Sidon. Possibly now king. Not you, obviously. Shh, keep it down. The prince requires absolute quiet to concentrate on his important work. Wait, Link? You came here to see Prince Sidon? Well, since it's you, that should be no problem at all. I'm sure Prince Sidon will be thrilled to see you. Mipha Court Security Report. Day in and day out, the sludge never stops falling. Thanks to the tireless efforts of Prince Sidon, the water flowing into the domain has been kept somewhat clean. But the mountain path to Toto Lake and to Dunma was completely covered in sludge. When you want to sneak over there, remember to bring lots of splash fruit. What about you? It's so nice to see you, Link. Welcome. Are you looking for Prince Sidon? Yeah, I know. You'll find him over there, intently focused on his important work. I'm certain that if Prince Sidon knew you were here, he would be overjoyed to see you, Link. Now then, please go and see him right away.
Is it really you?
Sidon, Prince of the Zora.
It's good to see you, my friend.
Link, it has been far too long. I received word that you had gone missing and was beside myself with concern. Whatever could have transpired?
No!
To think something like that could have taken place beneath Hyrule Castle. And afterwards, you mysteriously awoke on a sky island? The sky. Could it be that the sky is the key to everything after all? Oh, my apologies. I've actually been wondering about those floating sky islands. Could be the source of the falling sludge. I mean, it's falling, so it's coming from somewhere above you. Obviously. That is why I've tasked a Zora historian with investigating ruin fragments and all historical documents related to the sky. As for me, I'm not at liberty to leave this spot at present, as I am uniquely qualified to deal with the sludge here. You see, old friend, this place is the source of the water that flows into Zora's domain. That is why I must use my power of water manipulation to separate the sludge from our water in order to clean it. If I cease, then the sullied water will flow into our beloved home, and there will be much pain and suffering. That is why I cannot afford to leave here no matter what. Say, Link, does it not seem that Princess Zelda's whereabouts might be related to the floating sky islands and the ruins? Yes. If so, perhaps you should go and speak with our historian, Giotto. His many years have blessed him with great wisdom. It is quite possible that he could provide you with some useful information. At present, you should be able to find Giotto continuing his investigation at Toto Lake. By the way, I hope you know that I am truly happy to see you again after such a long time apart, my dearest friend. Visit me anytime you like. Your presence is never anything less than welcome and appreciated. Well, I kind of want to go up here to the Mipha statue. And see what else is up here. Oh, I would have caught that frog if it hadn't teleported away. Where do you need to go? Oh, my friend and I got separated. Way down there. My friend is setting up a smoke signal. I can't wait to catch up. I'm so tired, though. I can't move. Yeah. Maybe when I'm done talking to the people up here. Please protect us. Wow, I was wondering who that might be, and it turns out to be none other than Link. Look, do you see how much Ploimus Mountain has changed? It now enshrines a glorious statue of Mipha. She looks after the Zora from here, just like she always did. The reason we can endure this sludge is because of everyone's efforts, and also thanks to her kind protection. Any interactions? Apparently not. Well, I'm gonna catch all of your fish. Come here, fish. Eesh. I can see you there. It's too low for me to grab, and I'm running out of stamina. Alright, fine. That fish can be free. Alright. You. Just gonna carry you, I suppose. That is a big waterfall of sludge. So he wants me to talk to the historian, but I think his fiancée told me to talk to her after I talk to him. Which I suppose I should do first, since I'm in the area. Ugh, this sludge is just completely in the way. Can I just walk through it? Yeah. I was worried that it was gonna actually damage me, but it seems like it just slows me down. There's my friend! Oof. Thanks for bringing my friend. Here's something for you. Bye! Okay. So they're giving me balloon platforms. Nothing obvious for heat that I would need for such a balloon. Oh, I stand corrected. We've got 2 batteries. Okay, still nothing for heat, but the batteries are important. Yeah. Not sure, but I think getting up there will be a major goal. So that really exciting, cool-looking island, this is clearly related to the main quest. That's fine. So he wants me to go to Toto Lake? Yeah? Toto Lake. Which I guess I will mark on the map so that I head in the right direction. It was funny that, like, I think back on it and I'm like, yeah, I was gonna check out Death Mountain and the Elden and all that. And next thing you know, here I am in the Zora's domain dealing with all of their problems. So good. Alright. That's the path, but I'm gonna just avoid the slime. Gotcha. I'm glad those flying creatures, which look terrifying, only take a single hit to kill. Because if I had to kill, like, hit them a bunch of times, they'd be a lot more problematic. Alright. So the lake is further ahead. I don't really want to tangle with all of them. Because again, I don't have good armor because the fairies don't want to help me. Zalfo's tail. Zalfo's horns and talons. Ugh, get me out of the sludge. Ow. Don't care about boomerangs, never really liked them. Whoa. Nice. Oh, more arrows. Don't care about the boomerang. And even more arrows. Ow. Dude. Alright. Try to avoid getting shot again. I don't have a lot of health. But I'm heading in the right way to get to this lake. And still avoiding all the slime, which is nice. Let's see. Lake is right here, apparently. Keep moving, Link. Don't see your historian. Oh, there he is, just on that platform. First, I've been wanting to make... no, I've got 2 of these. I'm holding on to this so I can make another hammer, but I don't think that's really needed. Alright, let's grab these and then we'll talk to the historian. An investigation, eh? I will never understand the ways of historians. Can he not conduct investigations more cautiously? Oh dear. I certainly hope you did not overhear me grumbling to myself like that. It's not as it sounds, really. Giotto keeps interacting with dangerous things. When I object, he insists it's necessary for his research. That makes things quite difficult for me, as it is my job to guard him. That is why I gave in to a moment of grumbling. Ruins? Right. Do you see that opening there? Ah. The cliff crumbled as a result of the upheaval, and that revealed these ancient ruins. Prince Sidon immediately ordered a thorough investigation. Giotto is a historian, so this kind of thing is his specialty. He was terribly excited and is completely transfixed by the ruins. Perfect. This dignified presentation. Yes, the writing looks like waves upon a stormy sea. Extraordinary. This ancient stone slate is written by our Zora ancestors from the distant past and left for us to discover. Stand upon the land of the skyfish, a droplet, the watery bridge. Alas, I cannot decipher it, Ah, Link. My apologies, I was deep in thought. In any case, I have news. I've made a monumental discovery. This is undeniably an ancient Zora stone slate. Better still, upon its surface there appears to be text regarding the sky. However, the slate is broken, and so I am unable to read it in its entirety. I deeply wish that I could view the full text. Alas, I fear that my fins are tied. When you spoke to the historian Giotto. He told you to discover an old Zora slate. There is information related to the sky written there, but the slate is broken and the full meaning is unclear. Whoa. There could be a clue to finding Princess Zelda. There must be some way to decipher it. He said something about... Let's see. What did he say exactly? We simply cannot read the text broken so long as the stone slate is broken, as much as I wish it were not so. How grateful I would be if the missing fragment of the slate were to surface somewhere. I think he said something about that sky ship thing. But the fact that... Although if the missing fragment broke off and fell somewhere, one may not have to go that far to find it. Alright. Didn't see it with that, and I doubt I can just reverse time on its breaking. No. I mean, logic would say he's saying it fell off somewhere nearby. Obviously, it's that. So... Splash some water on it. It'll clear it out. I think then I will get the rest of the text, which I think had something to do with that skyship thing that I had seen. There you go. What is this? The stone slate? I can hardly believe my eyes. Link, I must thank you. Oh, incredible. I can finally read it. Yes, I very well can. Stand upon the land of the skyfish, and behold its lofty view. Among the floating rocks, you see a droplet waits for you. Through this droplet, shoot an arrow with the mark of the king. Do this task, and you shall reveal a most wondrous thing. Shoot an arrow with the mark of the king. See the watery bridge, resting spot, with your own two eyes, that which connects the Zora to the people of the skies. This is an extraordinary discovery. This important text actually tells us how to journey into the sky. Though in truth, that mystery just leads us straight into another. One difficulty has been overcome, and yet another has appeared in its wake. As it mentions the mark of the king, perhaps it would be prudent to consult King Dorephan. I assume that he will be returning from his investigation of the sludge shortly. Okay, so the prince is still a prince, the king isn't dead. Alright, so we want to go back to... Nope. You delete that. Speaking to King Dorephan about the mark. Where is King Dorephan? Because he wasn't in town yet. Yep. I got that. I need an arrow with the mark of the king. So do I go to Zora Domain, or do I go back to Sidon? Let's go to Sidon first, since he's the one that set me on this quest. And then if that doesn't get me anywhere, then we will go back to the Zora city and see if the king is there. Ah, Link, have you made any progress in your search for Princess Zelda? So, the stone slate Giotto was researching had that written on it? The land of the skyfish, floating rocks with a floating droplet among them, and the mark of the king. This mystery only deepens. I truly wish that I could be of some use to you. Mark of the King? The Mark of the King, eh? I am sorry, but I have no idea what that could be. As Giotto often tells me, when in doubt, ask my father. He is not the beloved Zora King for nothing, after all. He left the domain to investigate the sludge, that is all I know. I'm hopeful that he will return soon. Perhaps you could try visiting the throne room. As you may recall, it is in the center of the domain. Is there anything else you would like to ask me about the sludge? It is filthy, that much is certain. With my ability to manipulate water, I've been separating the clean water from the sludge. If I cease what I'm doing, the filthy water will flow into our domain and cause much suffering for the Zora. That is why I cannot leave this place, no matter what. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me? Yana. Lady Yana, she is, well, my fiancée, my intended, my bride-to-be. We were quite close when we were children. I remember those days with utmost fondness. I must admit, I have been a tad awkward around her. We were apart for so long, yet we have barely spoken since she arrived. Now she is lending a kind hand at the domain because of our current situation, and I can't bring myself to face her. Link, it is brutal being unable to help you with your investigation. Still, please do let me know if you make any headway. Alright, so back to Zora Domain. And Yana did tell us to talk to her after we talked to Sidon. Now would be a fine time, assuming the king isn't there. Or even if the king is there. See if she's ready to tell us whatever she wanted to talk to us about. Alright, where's the ladder that was right here? There it is. It's funny how he's putting so much effort into cleaning this water, and then sludge just rains down on it. It's like, it's a non-winnable battle. Alright. That's not where Yana is. She must be up a level, I guess. I would hate to live in a city like this. It's beautiful, but such a maze getting around. Like, no thought into layout. Phew, the sludge really is quite stubborn. I dearly hope our patients recover soon. Lady Yana, Sir Link is here at last. Oh, you really came. How fortuitous. I was hoping to speak with you about an item that you entrusted the domain with repairing, your Zora armor. The repair is mostly complete, but it does require just one more thing. I need an ancient arowana. I don't know what that is. I can finish the armor right away if I can somehow acquire scale from that fish. You've not seen ancient arowanas around lately, and I have no idea where they can be found. Since they're used for making armor, Dento the blacksmith may know something about how to get one. If you find one, can you please bring it to me? Do that and I shall fix your precious item at once and return it to your care. As you well know, the Zora armor allows even a Hylian like you to climb waterfalls with ease. I'm certain it will prove useful to you. Please do not forget my request. Oh, could it be that you have brought me an ancient arowana? Sure. Here you go.
Whoa.
An ancient arowana. With this, I can finally finish repairing your treasured Zora armor. Please, wait just a short moment while I hurry to the workshop. Cool. And that is why you pick up everything you can. I am so honored to reunite you with this item, dear Link.
Yes.
Your armor is as good as new. Zora armor. Please, take this along with our well wishes. I'm so happy I was able to return it to its pristine state. It is a precious piece of armor, after all. As you well know, the Zora armor allows even a Hylian like you to climb waterfalls with ease. Of course, it will not help you with climbing waterfalls that have been tainted with sludge. However, with your great skill, Sir Link, I'm certain you could find a way up that waterfall, clouded though it is.
Whoa.
Please, use this well for your investigations into Princess Zelda's whereabouts. And the rest of my armor? Like the leggings? I assume I gave those to you at the same time. I doubt I gave just the shirt to you and then threw away the pants. Whatever. Maybe the weird island? Maybe. King Dorephan, super punch and super kick. Hey-ya! Hey-ya! It's so big and strong. Wahaha! Oh no, I got beat. The sludge is so yucky. Ugh, you got me, you big dumb monster. There's no choice. I'll have to hide in the secret spot. And that spot is... What's up, guy? We're full up on folks who are allowed to play our King Dorephan game. We can't keep playing with you here, so take a hint and scram. Huh? Well then, when I was cleaning the throne room, the children shooed me away. They declared they were playing a secret game and insisted vehemently the adults are not allowed. I did hear something interesting about their little game though. They're allegedly pretending to be King Dorephan. What's more, it seems they're recreating recent events. It is ill-advised to allow them to mess around it over there. As an adult, I must participate. I mean, watch over them. The question is, how do I sneak a peek? I wonder if there's somewhere I could hide. You don't see me. I did it, but the sludge is too thick and gross. I've failed. My king, King Dorephan. Pretty please, oh, what if you went to that one place to hide? Hey, come on, do it right. That didn't sound like him at all. I'm trying, but I can't play Muzu and the monster, not all by myself. Hey, I've been wondering forever. The secret spot where King Dorephan is hiding, what kind of place is it? I know, right? I asked King Dorephan about it once. He said it was a private sanctuary or something. Pristine sanctuary? So I guess it's a spot with clear water, somewhere you can get your tummy clean and stuff? But these days, most of the water around the domain is all yucky because of the sludge. Oh, I've heard there's clean water flowing somewhere between Polymus Mountain and the domain. And there's supposed to be a secret entrance behind the waterfall too. How cool is that? A secret entrance behind a waterfall with clean water? That sounds pretty amazing. Yep. Hey, wait a minute. Muzu told us we could never ever tell anyone. It's fine. No one's listening. Anyway, let's go through our game again, this time with feeling. Can't we play something else? Could it be that you somehow managed to hear what the young ones were saying about King Dorephan? Please tell me, what did they say? I've gotten carried away. I'll just have to find a way to hear their chatter for myself. Okay. So, between Polymus Mountain and Zora's Domain is a waterfall with clean water. And behind that waterfall is a secret entrance. Could be any of these, but I'm guessing it's here. No, that's Mipha's island. That's not flowing down. That's where the water comes from. Let's see. Do I need to go back to Chihado for anything? Not really. Alright, let's go here and travel down each of the waterfalls, hoping to find a secret path behind one of them. I can talk to the prince, see if he just happens to know. But yes, my guess is we've got to go back up there and shoot an arrow like a special arrow while we're up there.
Hey!
Link, my dearest friend, is there anything you would like to inquire about? Ask me whatever your heart desires, and I shall do all I can to help. No, I think that's just the same stuff. It's good seeing you, Link. If you find something or you need anything at all, know that I am always here for you. Yep. Okay. So we gotta follow the clean water through each of the waterfalls and see if there is a special hidden path behind any of them. Should I put on this? Sure. It increases my swimming speed, which seems important enough at the moment. So this is the first waterfall. Is there a secret behind it? No. Interestingly, the water isn't actually flowing off here. Hello. What is that down there? It's not behind a waterfall. But I bet that's what I'm looking for. Pristine Sanctum. You're looking in bad shape. Huh. That's probably how I was supposed to get in there. That waterfall has the secret entrance, and then I could climb up this. I mean, I guess the way I got in is fine as well. Who approaches? Is that you? So it is, Link. How did you find this place? What cruel ploy are you plotting? Hold, my ever-loyal Muzu. If you speak in such a way without explanation, Link here will only be confused as to what is going on. You look like you're in bad shape, Dorephan. Hello, Link. It's been some time since we last spoke. I have received word that you went missing along with Princess Zelda. Why have you come here? Well, well, to think that such a thing should transpire for the hero of Hyrule and Princess Zelda. You expect us to believe that Princess Zelda simply disappeared? Just like that? Do not sully our ears with your lies. I saw Princess Zelda with my own eyes right after the phenomenon at Hyrule Castle took place. Calm yourself, Muzu. Link's eyes betray no hint of deception. He remains a trusted friend of the Zora. There must be an explanation. Link, I will now tell you what happened when we last saw Princess Zelda, as well as the reason behind my seclusion here in the Pristine Sanctum. We encountered Princess Zelda just after Hyrule Castle ascended into the sky. Floating islands appeared as if from nowhere. Sludge and fragments of ruins began raining down. Muzu and I had left the domain to investigate these strange occurrences. That is when it happened. Princess Zelda descended from the sky, accompanied by a sludge monster. What happened next took us by surprise. She then unleashed that beast upon us. King Dorephan valiantly vanquished the threat. However, he was gravely injured by the sludge during the battle. As for Princess Zelda, she vanished without a trace. If word got out that Princess Zelda lost her mind and harmed the Zora King, the resulting turmoil would be devastating. That is why we are temporarily remaining hidden within the Pristine Sanctum. According to your story, Princess Zelda disappeared suddenly in the depths beneath Hyrule Castle. On the other hand, she suddenly appeared near Zora's domain and unleashed a monster upon us. The waters of truth have become murkier still, but from the Zora perspective, one thing is clear. It all leads back to the sky. This disaster, the sludge, the monster, and even Princess Zelda, it may well be that the answer to these riddles can only be found skyward. Sidon ordered Giotto, a historian well acquainted with ruins, to investigate. I wonder if any progress has been made. Oh, so you've already spoken with Giotto. You say that the mark of the king was mentioned on the stone slate that was restored. Indeed I do know of it. The mark of the king refers to a Zora King scale. One of my scales, in other words. I have heard it called by the name you mentioned in an ancient ritual. However, none remain who know how it was used. If this particular scale of mine may prove useful to you, by all means take a few. There is no need for restraint. This is as nothing to me. If you run out, simply return and acquire more. Yes, come, I'm nearly dying, but feel free to rip off all of my scales. As many of you want, it's fine. King scale times 5. Zora kings bear the scale on their foreheads. It sparkles in different ways depending on the angle from which it's viewed. They were once used in ancient Zora ceremonies. After all that has transpired, and after much reflection, I've come to the realization I must truly be getting on in years to have allowed a mere monster to catch me off guard. Perhaps the time is nearing for me to pass the title of king on to Sidon. King Dorephan. In that case, that is a matter for another day, after the chaos surrounding the sludge is quieted. Please, inform Sidon about my situation and about the king's scale. Tell him there is no need to worry about me. Tell him that he must go forth and do what needs to be done. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head out here and see if this does connect as anticipated. Hello. Perfect. Everything is working as intended. I intended to fall and take tons of damage. So yes. That is an entrance. Let's go... apparently back to the prince now. Wonder if I can get healing from Yuzu. Since she's a healer and I am very injured. Oh, that is the Zora armor. It really is perfect on you. I have no doubt that it will help you in your search for Princess Zelda.
Yes.
Speaking of, have you found anything? What? You say my father was attacked by a monster and that Princess Zelda unleashed it upon him? What could that possibly mean? Well, for now, I fear that all we can do is take my father at his word and try not to let our concern overcome us. Link, thank you for telling me about my father. Princess Zelda descending from the sky, not to mention the monster and the filthy sludge. It seems our course is skyward. We now know that the mark of the king written on the slate refers to my father's scale. The only remaining mystery is that of the island of the skyfish and the floating rock in the shape of a droplet. Stand upon the land of the skyfish must be referring to an actual location of some sort. I'm sure that if we locate the land of the skyfish, it will lead us to the floating rock that is in the shape of a droplet. Link, if you find any leads, please let me know at once. I found a lead. Seriously? Fine. It's right there, in front of you. And unfortunately, I don't have a good way of getting back up to it. I mean, I guess I do what I did before. And use recall. I can recall on you. Where did you move from? I assumed you were always sitting there. Okay, you were always sitting there. That's weird. That it was marked as something I could recall. Alright, is there another recall stone around that I can write up? None obvious. I don't know where the one I used before is at. Hmm. Because the one I used before should have fallen to basically the same spot. So if I could find it, then I'd be good. Thought it would have been down here somewhere. Oh, mistakes were made. Nothing on any of this. There we go. You'll work. Might not be the exact same one, but... Ooh, I could make a new axe. Let's do. I just see that. Nope, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Now I got a awesome axe. We'll go back to that though. And then back to recall. Take me skyward. Need to hop on a fish. So yeah, this is definitely the right location. Floating Scales Island. Wait. What's this? Yana. You relayed King Dorephan's story to Sidon. Both Princess Zelda's trail and the destructive sludge connect to the sky above the domain. Your objectives align with Sidon's. If you find a clue about the watery bridge connecting the Zora to the sky, you should let him know. I don't know why it's pointing to Yana for that. Stand upon the land of the skyfish and behold its lofty view. Among the floating rocks, you see a droplet waits for you. Through this droplet, shoot an arrow with the mark of the king. Do this task, and you shall reveal a most wondrous thing. So one of these should look like a droplet. Theoretically. I wonder if these are all arrows to help me out. Yeah, so I should be smashing them. So one of you looks like a droplet in theory. I mean, that one's blue and the rest are green. Oh no, that one's also blue. Never mind. I wonder how droplet shaped it's gonna be, because like that one could vaguely look droplet shaped. And maybe that's what I'm supposed to do, is just shoot through all of them that are vaguely droplet shaped. And that's why Sidon gave me 5 scales. So that if I just keep shooting at all the rocks, eventually I'll get lucky. Because none of them scream droplet to me. And I'm also hoping it's not a specific position. Well, that answers that. That's clearly what we're looking for. Alright. So if I attach... Nope. Can I undo that? Okay. Probably all the way at the far end, because it's a new item. Oh, I have too much in my inventory. There we go. Well, that definitely did a thing. Clues to the sky. Yeah, that was definitely a thing. Alright. Pillar of light appeared at East Reservoir Lake. The clues you gathered from the repaired stone slate suggest this will lead you to the watery bridge. Sidon will want to hear about this. You can find him at Mayfoot Court. Okay.